day. Currently, we are waiting for Rumble, Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. We are live on Twitch. We are live on Rumble. We are live on TikTok. And that pesky YouTube. Come on, YouTube, get it together. One moment while we're waiting for everything to go live at one time, because I don't want you guys to miss anything, because we are going to be talking about the massive crypto scam, Libra, and how detrimental it was really to the entire industry. But I've got some good news for you, and we've got some bad news, because the story is still developing. So bear with me. We got this. Be patient. Yourmom.com. All right, let's see what's going on. For some reason, YouTube is not working. All right, we're live. We're live on YouTube. So again, you guys, welcome back to the O Show. We're going to be talking about the massive scam that happened on Solana. Is it a Solana problem? Is it an Ethereum problem? What's going on? But it's really a crypto problem, okay? And it's regarding the Argentina LIBRA Memecoin. And it kind of gave Solana a really bad name. So we're going to go ahead and talk about it. First and foremost, shout out to the channel members. If you want to be a channel member on YouTube, you can do so. It's like $3 or $4 a month. You support me, you support the channel. You support Low, all of that stuff. Good morning to D. Good morning to Michelle, to Mr. R, and Mr. John Legend. Now, you guys, I'm streaming on all these different platforms right now. For my TikTok babes, I'm not going to be able to respond too terribly much to the comments, primarily because we've got a lot of information to go through. This weekend was absolutely horrific for crypto. It really set us back, a lot. So we're going to go ahead and kind of talk about what that means. Before we get into it, though, I want to give a full disclosure. Bitcoin and crypto was created for the people, by the people. It was created to remove the predatory third parties, the bankers, the elites, to really remove that wealth gap. And when you create a decentralized blockchain, and for the most part, as far as I know, Solana is a decentralized blockchain. Bitcoin is, Ethereum, all of these different cryptos, okay? Some do have code that allows for clawbacks and different things like that, which is not necessarily decentralized. We could debate that all day long with some of the stuff happening on our XRPL. But at the end of the day, this is not a decentralized blockchain problem. This is not a crypto problem. This is not a Solana problem. Well, unless the people that created Solana created it for these reasons, which I don't think they did. I think that the people that created Solana did it to directly compete with Ethereum because Ethereum has problems. Just because somebody does something naughty doesn't mean the entire chain is a scam. Again, one of the example I used was a piece of paper. We have this piece of paper here. Paper is for writing on it, but at the same time, you can fold a piece of paper to make something dangerous or get a paper cut. So is it the paper's problem? You got a paper cut? No, it's not. It's a personal problem. So I think it's important. I wanted to start the stream off and differentiate kind of what's happening, okay? And explain this to you. And I know some people it's going to require critical thinking, but I need you guys to do that because this is not a Solana problem. And a lot of people see in my mentions like, oh, Bitcoin fixes this. This stuff doesn't happen on Bitcoin. Guess what? You can do BRC20 tokens. You can do runes. You can build on Bitcoin and do bad things. You can use Bitcoin to do bad things too. Look at Silk Road. Solana is not a scam chain. Unless it was created, unless there's irrefutable evidence that it was created to do bad things on, it is not a bad chain. The people that are participating and deciding to act and do bad things, they're the problem. So I wanted to get that out of the way first. And one of the ways that I rock, I try not to blame things on people. There's certain people. There's certain people we do blame things for. Like we do blame things on Gavin Newsom for him being a doo-doo head. We can blame bad actions that public servants take, or we can blame people that do bad things, like literally do bad things. But we need to really take accountability for our behavior in this. And that's why I've talked to you guys. Someone says lots of money lose, or lots of people lose money with poop quiz. That is their problem. It is a personal problem. It is because you're being lazy, because you're looking for that next 100x, whatever it is, and you are not actually understanding the fundamentals of how this works. When we're talking about PvP, player versus player, person versus player, you have to understand, even just regular trading, there's always somebody on the other side of the trade that is smarter, that is faster, that is just better than you. And it's not a slam at you. It's not a slam at anyone. It just is what it is. I'm starting to get a little bit sour tummy right now. So I wanted to go ahead and give that disclosure before we get into what's happening. And I've got quite a bit of footage for you to play and all kinds of stuff. I know that I'm in trouble on TikTok right now. Why did Solana dump? We'll go ahead and talk about that. So let's go ahead and get into everything that happened this weekend. I've got you. I'm going to cover it. So first and foremost, let's take a look at the charts. Right now, this is the weekly. Tel is up, which is a really old coin. Ohm is up, a coin from last cycle. Cake, almost 52%. S, I have no idea what the heck that is. But the reason why Cake is up is because it's BSC BNB coin. Okay. And a lot of the meme activity is kind of pushed over there. And a lot of people seem to forget that, we had this, like all the Solana season that we're seeing now with meme coins and all of that. We had it on BNB. We had it on platforms like Cake and etc. We had it. It's been done on Ethereum before too. It's been done on X. You can create a scam on any platform. Okay. So I think it's really important that people understand that. Okay. And we have a platform like Pump.Fun, which accelerates this stuff. Now, just a quick market overview so you guys can see what's happening. Again, as I've said yesterday and as I've said in the past, we are going to have a volatile Q1 and Q2. We will continue to go sideways with Bitcoin. Right now, Bitcoin looks like it wants to hit about $91,000. We are consolidating and we are going sideways. When you see this type of sideways action here, be patient because it gets boring. It gets real boring. And maybe just sit on your hands. We had the same price action that happened before we had a massive move up on 11/5/2024. And this lasted for approximately 250 days, almost a year. Right now, we're only 80 days deep, man. Ethereum actually started moving upwards on all the negativity regarding Solana. And that's good. But at the same time, we are back to 2,700 and we're not able to get back above 2,800. Solana is dumping like crazy. It will continue to go down until the FUD is over with. Me, I like Solana under $200. And considering the new information that came out regarding the fundamental action with Solana, I still do think it will do well. I still think we will see $500 or to $1,000 unless something crazy comes out, like crazy comes out with the actual founders, which if you look at Vitalik, is he really even better? Not necessarily. So Solana is dropping and I can see it going back down to about 117 possibly. We'll see what happens. Sui is kind of dropping as well. XRP is holding nicely. We just need to get back above 262. Link over here. Link is consolidating in this range. I am planning on pinking more Link up. I hope I could get some under sub $15. But realistically, markets are not looking great. However, the entire crypto market cap is holding on pretty well. We're still at $3.11 trillion. To me, that's bullish. To me, that's good. To me, this is an opportunity to self-educate, to refresh myself on a lot of my trading and investing tactics and really just kind of chill. BNB is doing incredibly well because we're having BNB season. A lot of people moved over from Solana to BNB, and that's their personal opinion. Now, when we take a look at, this is the CME gap, but I want, hold on one second. Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance actually pumped all the way to about 64%, and it's dropping a little bit. And this is due to all of the cuckoo news that's happening. So let's go ahead and recap what happened. And before we do this too, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a CPA. These opinions are my opinions. You need to do your due diligence on anything that I say, hear what I say, but think for yourself. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about the drama because it's getting real nasty out there. Okay. We're going to recap everything that happened. So, here we go. This is me tweeting. All right. This is probably one of the best breakdowns of what happened with Libra. If you do not know what Libra is, Libra was the Argentina coin that launched, a meme coin essentially. So it was launched by CIPHER protocol and promoted on X by Javier Milei, Argentinian president. The project aimed at boosting the economy by funding small projects and local businesses. A suspicious website was created hours before the launch, linked to a Google form for funding applications. Now, this is the thing. In the past, we have been able to, do our due diligence on projects. With that being said, when you're doing a due diligence on projects, you can look at the website, the white paper, whatever it is. But a lot of the things on Solana, you don't have time to do that, because if you don't get in instantly, the chances of you profiting go down immensely. Shout out to Steve. He is a member of the O Show. Make sure you guys smash the like. We got to get this out. And again, CoffeeZilla's got a really great interview about it. You guys can go check that out and make opinions for yourself. We'll get into that a little bit, because some of the things that I'm seeing over on the internet, yikes, yikes, yikes. And today we got a stacked list of mom stuff to do, man. Stacked list. I got my workout in, all kinds of stuff. All right, let's get back to it. I'm not going to be able to check the chat as much as I want to, primarily because I've got my ADHD is like off the hook today, and I want to be able that I continue to give you this information. Okay. So there was a website that was affiliated with it, and it was just not a really great website. And it was created hours before the launch and was linked to a Google form for funding applications. And according to this, insiders cash out millions, controlling 82% of the supply. And this is something that happens a lot, especially with meme coins. There are always insiders, always insiders. Fair launches are very few and far in between. One-sided liquidity pools absorb buying pressure, causing price to spike and then crash, and the market cap fell 90%. Javier Milei deleted the original promo post, and in another post claimed he had no connection to the project and was unaware of the details. Is this true or not? I can believe this to an extent. This is what the project looks like now. You guys can see the massive pump, and then you can see the dump. Even on the daily chart, you can see it a lot better. And as far as the liquidity goes, market cap is $439 million. It's an absolute hot mess. So let's go ahead and talk about, and again, I'm not defending Javier. I'm simply being, I'm simply asking questions here and bringing facts up. Generally, public servants and high-profile people have others running their social media accounts. I've got somebody that helps me with my Instagram. Basically, they help me manage everything except for my own Twitter account. I manage that myself. Now, why do I do this? Well, because I don't have time to repost and to post all these things ever. And I do post a lot of my, quite a few things on Instagram and TikTok as well. TikTok, I run completely myself. Instagram, we repost things, whatever. So this person has access to my socials. And again, I'm not a high profile person. I'm literally just an idiot on the internet. I'm a mom, whatever. And that's primarily one of the reasons why I have it. I'm nowhere near Javier's, status. Moral of the story is a lot of people have social media managers that post things for us. So there might have been there could have been something that happened to where he had no idea this was happening and people around him knew. Something like that could have happened. Again, I'm not saying that he's innocent, and I'm not saying to give him a pass. I'm just simply saying that could potentially happen. Also, too, with a lot of these celebrity accounts, like they don't run their own socials for the most part. So Kanye West had exposed that a company reached out to him and said, hey, we'll basically give you $2 million to tweet a contract address, delete it and say your account was hacked. You're going to be committing fraud, blah, 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 blah. So those types of things do happen. And if they're not actually running their socials, maybe one on their team, the person that's running the socials took the deal. That's just a very problematic take, but it's still important to bring to light because we need to use critical thinking for this entire situation. Again, I'm not on anybody's side here. I'm just covering what's happening. Okay. And I'll do a fit check at the end because I'm very happy about my outfit today. Next, this was a post from Javier Milei. I'm calling him Milei because I want to. Basically, a few hours ago, I posted a tweet, like so many other countless timeframes, supporting a supposed private venture that I obviously had no connection with. I was not aware of the details, the filthy rats of the political caste who want to take advantage of the situation to cause harm, blah, blah, blah. So basically, he is saying that he didn't have anything to do with it. That's what he's saying. And again, the political environment in Argentina and other countries is a lot more volatile than what we see in America. A lot of things in America are disgusting and nasty, but a lot of it happens behind closed doors. And as you know, he wasn't really even though he became the president, there was still kind of drama affiliated with it. So there's a lot at play here. But thank God for crypto Twitter, and thank God for all of these idiots because they've exposed quite a few things. And Dave Portnoy is kind of the hero in all of this too. Like I've gained a lot of respect for him. Really, really a lot of respect for him. Let's keep it going, guys. Make sure to smash a like and share this. Oh, this page doesn't exist. What was it? This was, oh, the Koloski relator. Where was it? Deck screen, sorry. Millie, Jillian. Okay. It happens. All right. So this came out from Julian Kip, which is the co-founder of Kip Protocol. Basically, he's talking about his response to Libra. And one of the things I want to say is that I've got multiple attorneys on retainer for different things. I have I think 2 or 3 right now. In the past, I've had up to like 5 or 6. Wendy is sweet on Portnoy. No, this is the thing. We're going to talk about like my personal life for a little bit. I have a very particular type of man that I'm attracted to. Very, very, very particular type. And so I don't think Dave and I we're not each other's types. We're not. But I have a very, very particular type of man that I am attracted to. Don't care about money. Means nothing to me at all. Means nothing to me in any way, shape, or form. But if a man is not, I like real alpha men. And when I say real alpha men, it's a completely different beast. They're very volatile relationships. They're very exciting. They're very fun. But I date tough guys, real tough guys. But just, and people say, go get pregnated by Elon Musk, blah, 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 blah. We're not each other's type, respectfully. We're not. It's not a bad thing. We're just not. Anyways, let's get back to it. Let's stay focused. Just because I have a V word doesn't mean that I have to, we have to talk about me and my relationship. I generally keep that, keep that private because not y'all's business. Yeah, Julie, come on. These guys are cuckoo over here. And I also can't be bought either. Just because a man has money, that's not attractive to me. Like you have to have that alpha inside. You have to be a fighter inside. You have to be extreme. Like the guys that I go for are extremely masculine. Like when I talk about masculine, like they have no problem throwing hands if I'm disrespected. They have no problem opening doors for me. They have no problem calling me out when I'm being a brat, but also being very loving and supportive. And it has nothing to do with money. It's just the way that they carry themselves, and it's the way that they treat me. And that's what I like. I like really tough guys because they take care of you. They really, really take care of you in multiple different ways. Some men with money are arrogant and it's yucky. Yeah, Julie, it is. There's poor guys that are, and I want to talk about this at a later time. But Julie, I read a really good book. No, Tate he's a beta. He's a complete beta. His whole personality, it's a complete scam. He's a beta. And Tate is actually one thing I will say about Tate, I think he's a disgusting human being, but one thing I will say about him, he is very good at marketing and he's very good at fooling all into men to think that's what masculinity is. She's into wife beaters? No, not at all, because they would never put a hand on me. Never. Never. There's a different, tough guys. The tough guys I go to, they respect women, but they also have no problem. If I'm being like a cuckoo, because we have our periods and stuff like that. Women get a little bit cuckoo. They have no issue talking to me and be like, hey, calling me out on my stuff. But they do it in a very loving way, but they're super tough and protective. And the real women and the real men out there that are like this, you guys know what I'm talking about. So it's just a different dynamic. Good morning, David. All right, let's get back into it. So Mr. Kip over here came out and said all kinds of stuff. So let's go through it because this gets deep. There is an internal statement from the CEO of Kip right after Libra crash. The key points here, so you guys don't have to read it because it's just a lot of noise. Kip was going to, all funds remain on chain. No Solana will be removed, which is why the market cap is still what it is. Kip was going to be involved in managing fund allocation for Argentinian companies, but not as a market maker. There was no pre-sale, which we'll get into that. Tokens are sold through a single-sided LP, and funds will be fully accounted for, ensuring everything is used solely for the project for what the project aims. Now, this is the thing. That's not what happened. There are a lot of insiders with this. And again, Meme coins are not illegal. David Sachs came out and said, meme coins, your mom should have swallowed, Levi. But she didn't, unfortunately. You know, I'm actually just going to get both of you guys out because you guys have been like harassing for a while. So we'll just get both of you out of here because I don't need it. Anyways, back to what we're going to talk about. But this actually did come out that there was quite a few insiders. And there has been. And there's a lot more information coming out that there's been a lot of insiders on Solana, which I can see because the Solana community, they're very like, it's very clingy, cliche, like inside, like it's very like clicky, and I'm not into that. I don't like that because I believe that crypto was created for everybody to participate. And I don't, just as long as you're not like a yucky person, everybody should have equal access to stuff too. Like you don't have to always vibe with everyone and you don't always have to do business with everyone, but Solana is one of the more clicky communities that I've been around, and that's fine. That's their business. But I like inclusivity. I like to invite people from all different walks of life because I learn from people that have different backgrounds than me. And I think that's amazing. I think that the whole purpose of life is to be around, to meet and talk and to learn and get cultured on different people. And then it helps form you into like a really amazing person. And then you can go ahead and pass that down to your kids. Culture matters, dude. It's important. So anyways, basically Kip came out and said a bunch of BS. There was no pre-sale, which we know there was no pre-sale, but a lot of the LP and a lot of the actions were, there's a lot of rug pulls, different things like that. And basically they promised for funds to be accounted for, but that wasn't really the case. That we're coming to find out. Next, this is Kilzer Kaiser Hayden. Okay, so this is a Solana bro over here. This is a Solana bro. And again, nothing against Solana. Like, this is the thing. One thing I want to reiterate over and over and over again. This is not a Solana problem. This is a personal problem. This is a bad actor problem. This is a fraudulent problem. This is a scumbag problem. This is not a Solana problem. Solana is a blockchain. And people decided to do dumb stuff on the blockchain, okay? Also, David Sachs came out, and it's not law yet, but we're leaning towards that the SEC and that the SEC and the crypto task force and all of those people, that meme coins and NFTs are essentially collectibles. And I can agree with that because that makes sense to me. I was an eBay seller for a long time. That's how I paid for college, for community college. I think that's how I paid for like a couple of vacations, whatever, and my school supplies, all kinds of stuff. So I can see that, and that makes sense. There is risk for it. Okay. There's risk associated with it, just like being an eBay seller. You go to a thrift store, you buy this pen that's, you saw that somebody says, oh, I'd give you $10,000 for that. And then you list for $10,000 and you don't make $10,000. You can't even sell it. But anyways, with that being associated, we don't really know what crypto assets are going to be classified as, but we do know what insider trading is. And we do know insider trading is illegal. Okay. So there's a big difference here. Okay. Big difference. You can't do insider trading. Let's go ahead and listen to this dingo dodo, Mr. Hayden. And they put out a statement also to you guys. I don't know this guy. I might have met him. I don't know because I meet a lot of people. But I'm going to tell y'all right now, if you have a business, and especially if you work in a field like crypto, which has a massive gray area, and you want to start a business, you need to have attorneys. Okay? I have attorneys. Where do you think my disclosures came from? And I paid an attorney to write them for me. When I have a business question, like when it comes to contracts or when it comes to doing business with somebody or whatnot in the industry, I go to my attorneys and I pay them money. A lot of these people didn't do that, and it shows, and they're stupid. And that's why I always tell you guys too, hire a CPA that's licensed and regulated in your area to deal with your crypto stuff, because at the end of the day, you need to have some sort of barrier. You need some sort of guidance because the law is a big gray area, and we need to make sure we're doing the right thing to protect ourselves. That's just my personal opinion, but y'all do what you want to do. Okay, let's later hear this dingo talk. And I'm going to put it on 2x speed because it's just too much to hear it. So let's just play it back speed 2 times because ADHD.
I know there's tons of frustrations I've had tons of crazy text messages on my phone. I'm here to set the record straight, both because there were things that were in and out of my control. I was only a part of what's happened with Libra, but also I want to just shed a little bit more light and let you guys at least see my face, because a lot of people that have been involved with this launch have gone either silent or are nowhere to be found. And I want to make sure there's A, accountability, and B, a structure going forward so that people don't feel screwed over. And I do believe there's actually an amazing way forward if people are open to it. Before I say anything else, I am indeed Javier Milei's advisor. Obviously, I think most of you guys have seen that either on Twitter or something.
I am Javier's advisor. So basically, he's contradicting what Javier said, president of Argentina, and he was the advisor.
Form of social media. I am working with him and his team on much bigger tokenization and really cool stuff.
I'm working on his team with much bigger tokenization.
In Argentina, and I absolutely back him. What happened with Libra, I think there's many things I could say. There's only certain elements that I could control the launch. Definitely things didn't go according to plan.
There's only certain elements I could control during the launch. So basically, you knew what was happening. You still decided to put your name on it. You still decided to go forward with it. And you're not taking accountability.
But rather than share all the details right now, because it's going to be a much longer video, it's going to be a much longer structure, I want to make sure you guys all know I'm a very direct, straight to the point person. I think there's a very specific way forward here. My intention is every single dollar I've managed to round up, which I believe is every single dollar that's been collected or from fees or farming or liquidate, anything, I've managed to get back. And my intention is to inject everything back into the Libra chart. And my intention is to do that next 24 to 48 hours. I'm open if there's a different plan that benefits all of you.
So
More for anybody, especially any crypto leaders that have a structural plan. And a structural plan quickly, I'm very open to figure.
So this idiot right here, okay, and I don't like to say bad things about people. This guy right here literally came out and said, I was responsible for some of it, but not all of it. And if anybody has a better plan, please come to me and tell me, where's your attorneys? Where's your mentors? What is even happening here? Seriously, what is happening here? And the fact that he came out with the statement so fast is insane, mind-boggling to me. This is when you hire attorneys and you let them deal, you let them do the PR, you let them do you let them do the speech, you let them do all of it because they know the law. This is how you protect yourself. And hiring attorneys is not a bad thing. It is a smart thing, because obviously this guy didn't think it through and caused a lot of damage. Okay, so there's that. He says he got every single dollar back. He will either burn or lock for liquidity, open to other ideas. But then the issue is, the other thing here is that within the next 24 hours, he went on with CoffeeZilla and Dave Portnoy, which we're going to get into too. So this guy is not very intelligent. He might be tech smart, but this is why it is so important as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, to understand and to hone your skills and hire people that are better at other things than you are. Things you lack in, obviously speech. Next clip over here. This was the token launch statement. And this is Arthur Hayes. You are so effed, mate. I hope you got mad martial arts skills, because last I heard, Degens and Rosario don't play. Also, too, this was posted here. At Kiesler, your success is our excess. So this is the guy Hayden over here. And then Champgram, which is a partner. I think he's another influencer as well, which we'll get into that cause. I feel like I know him. Anyways, we'll see. Now, this is from CoinDesk. Javier Milei faces charges in Argentina over Libra, AP. He deleted posts promoting the token and claimed he was unaware of its development. This very well may be true. Very well may be true. I don't know. Anna says it was premeditated. So I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not that he knew or not. I don't know. You know, the story keeps getting thicker. Former Argentina president from 2007 to 2015, Cristina accuses current president Milei of having operated a hook and digital scam costing thousands of people millions of dollars. This comes directly from the former president's post. And the crazy thing about it is, you guys, a lot of people liked him. He was incredibly conservative. He was doing some positive things. Again, I am not in Argentina politics. I don't live there. I don't really have an intention of going there right now. But this is the thing. It's very easy to throw your reputation away for money. Very, very easy. And I know, because I'm in crypto and I've gotten proposals to do things and just couldn't do them. Just couldn't do them. Like, and I'll tell you guys right now, I'm going to be extremely honest with you. I would love to be able to launch a meme coin to raise enough money to buy my favorite nonprofit, the Self-Care Lab, a boxing gym free and clear, a building free and clear, so that she can take that building and let her business thrive and really focus on helping inner city kids, because we haven't been able to get any funding besides the crypto community that donated. But I've thought about it before. I've thought about launching a meme coin to do that and just letting people know very well, like obviously hire and legal, et cetera, be like, hey, we're launching it. It's probably going to go to zero. All the money that we make is going to this, and being able to show that's exactly where it went. But I won't do it because it's such a big gray area. And I also wouldn't feel comfortable doing that. Like, but again, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a human being. It's crossed my mind. I don't want the money. I don't need the money, but I would love, like, I think it would be dope for nonprofits to be able to do that. And then they can actively show where all the money is going. Like, to me, that would be a wonderful use case for a meme coin. But at the same time, I haven't done it. I haven't. And I just, there's lots of things I can't do. The reason why is because, you know, I've got a responsibility. Like, I have a responsibility to you guys. I don't want to say you guys first. I apologize. My daughter. And just know, anytime I say something, the way that I live my life, my daughter's always the first. Like, oh, my daughter, my nephew, work, and then myself, and then everything else, like everything else. So those are the always things that comes first. And obviously you guys too, you guys are incredibly important to me, but my daughter comes first. My daughter will always come first, and my nephew before anything else in the world. But it's like, what happens if I was to launch the coin, make the money, get the lab, get a building, and then like I get in trouble for it later. And like, then it would pack the gym, it would impact the kids, it would pack so many other things. So just letting you know, that's all. My reputation, Julie, to an extent matters. A lot of people have tried to cancel me anyways over doing the disclosed sponsored content, which we'll talk about that. Actually, we're going to go ahead and do it now because we have a partner today. We have Merlin. We have a partner, and they're like a portfolio tracking company. So if you would like to take a look at Merlin, I'm going to go ahead and play the commercial with you. Thank you so much, Merlin, for partnering with the O Show, everything crypto, every single day. Let's roll the commercial. Managing your crypto across multiple platforms can be a hassle, and that's where Merlin comes in. Merlin gathers all of your coins into one easy-to-use dashboard. At merlincrypto.com, you can track the performance of your assets and exchanges no matter where they are stored. Merlin lets you create custom exit strategies and get alerts when your targets are reached, so you know when to sell and capitalize on a bull run. Try it for free for 30 days at merlincrypto.com. And yes, that's merlincrypto.com, the smartest way to track your crypto. Thank you so much, Merlin, for partnering with the O Show, everything crypto every day. Again, if you guys are interested in trying the product out, we have the ref link down below. I would appreciate you do that. If you want to try it out, great. Obviously, do your due diligence. If you don't want to, that's fine too. That is fine too. But you know what? Partnerships are not a bad thing. It's okay to take partnerships, but disclosure is very, very important, and it does matter. So y'all want to use that? Great. If not, that's fine too. But again, thank you, Merlin, for partnering with the O Show, everything crypto every single day. All right, now back into it. Now, also too, I heard somebody complain about if you have a complaint about that, you should be using the Brave browser. If you use the Brave browser, there's different things that they can help with that. Because it's privacy, they've got a VPN. It removes the thingies that bother people. So I highly recommend you check it out. And I am partnered with them, but the partnership we have, it's not monetary. We just shill each other's content. That's what we do. That's all. Now, let's keep it going. We've got more stuff to cover. Okay, so basically now they're talking about impeaching Javier Milei, president. This is Nick Golden Age Carter. He says Solana was on the 1 yard line and fumbled by destroying the economy of Argentina. ETH's euphoric right now. We're going to talk about that in a minute. So basically, Argentina's main stock index falls over 5.7% after Milei crypto scandals from traders. So let's go ahead and discuss that. So, I'm on the homepage of Brave today. Woo! That's fun. Thank you. So let's go ahead and discuss what the So with this crypto scandal that happened with Argentina and the Libra coin, the stock market of Argentina dumped because it's bearish news. It's very bearish to have a president that is potentially involved in a scandal. And again, he is involved in the scandal, but we don't know the extent of the scandal. Okay. So stock market dumped. And now let's kind of talk a little bit about Ethereum here, because a lot of people are like, now everyone's like bullish on Ethereum because this stuff doesn't happen on Ethereum. This stuff happens on every single effing chain. You can build bad things on Bitcoin, Silk Road. You can build bad things on Solana. You can build bad things on any chain. It's your responsibility to act ethically. Scams happen on Ethereum. Scams happen on BNB. Scams will continue to happen. And just because Ethereum has gas fees doesn't remove the fact that there still scams that happen. And way before people were building projects on Ethereum, what people would do is they would go to CoinMarketCap to page like 10, because there was only like 1,000 cryptos back then, and they would buy large supplies of essentially coins that nobody was using anymore. They would rebrand and they would pump and dump them. That happened too. It's something that happens in crypto. And again, this type of behavior isn't exclusive to crypto. It happens everywhere. Just with crypto, it's easier to get caught because it's on chain. All right, let's keep it going. All right. So right now, Javier faces impeachment as political opponents accuse him of involvement in a scam. Argentinian lawyers, alongside former head of the country's central bank, charged Milei with fraud over promoting the token. And the previous president, I believe her name is Cristina, she said was his biggest scam in history. Well, biggest scam in history for Argentina. I'm going to play the devil's advocate here. Devil's advocate here with this. Good morning to Mr. Gamer. Devil's advocate is there's a lot more fraud, deception, unethical behavior that's happened in countries previously. But he just got caught. And again, I am not excusing his behavior, and I'm not excusing the behavior of other politicians. I'm not saying what he did was right. I'm simply saying is this kind of stuff, this type of scams and all kinds of corruption happen everywhere. It is not exclusive to crypto. And a lot of people will not say that. They won't say that. And it drives me crazy. It really, really does. Because more people should come out and say this. They should come out and say it happens everywhere. Look at all the stuff Doge is uncovering, which we got some news on that. We'll talk about later. Let's get back into it. So this is from Mr. Justin Sun, because, Mr. Justin Sun, he's a drama king, and he's got to get involved in everything. 1010 marketer. I have great respect for Milei. I believe you should take some responsibility for this matter by urging wrongdoers to return victims' funds and hold them accountable under law. Protecting investors is a serious legal duty, and we need to take it seriously. I disagree with Justin Sun. I agree with him. I disagree with him. Should you protect retail from fraud? Yes. Should you protect them from scams? No. That's a hot take, and I'm going to explain to you why. So, with that being said, people that aped into the Libra coin, first off, there was insiders that knew about it, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But the people that were sniping this coin and buying this coin and participating in this coin were gambling addicts. People a part of again, I don't want to say Solana ecosystem because it's not a Solana issue. It is a personal issue. It's the people that are in the trenches, the pump.fun people. So you guys that put money into this 100% knew what you were doing. Most of you are gambling addicts, and you need to put down the clicking and go to a damn meeting. That's what you need to do. You shouldn't be reimbursed. If you put money into this thinking it was going to go to the moon and lost money, that's a you problem. You did it to yourself. And crying about it on the internet and blaming other people for your poor decisions, that's embarrassing. That's not what crypto is about. And I understand that is not a hot take, and I know people are going to get mad at me for saying it, but I don't care. You willingly decided, made a conscious choice in your mind to go to a centralized exchange, to purchase Solana, to move it over to whatever wallet you were using, and then to purchase this. That's what you decided to do. Shout out to Hotep. I appreciate you saying that too. Kirshner's wanted to talk because she was found guilty of fraud herself. That's the thing, though, is that there's so many people, so there's so many corrupt politicians. This is just getting a lot more attention because it's crypto related. And because the people that were behind it were really, really bad people, which we're talking about. So again, you guys, getting into crypto, like when you're buying a meme coin or anything in crypto, nobody's forcing you to do it. You're doing it yourself. Now let's keep it moving. We got more stuff to do. Okay. So, and it gets worse. And we're going to play some clips from the CoffeeZilla interview. And we're going to listen to all this on 2x speed because I don't have patience for these. I don't have patience for it.
This is part of what my story is about. A lot of people have linked you to the milei launch, and that is a big question on everyone's mind, mine especially.
Actually, I'm not going to play these because I don't want to get a copyright ding on YouTube, so I won't. I'm just going to tell you basically what it said. So, CoffeeZilla interviewed Hayden. The key points. Hayden's role with Libra was launch strategist, not the mastermind. Doesn't matter. Same unethical, crappy behavior. He claims milei was involved from the start. Admits to market manipulation, which that is illegal. Team is holding funds to negotiate with Milei's team. Also admitted he was part of the Melania launch. Team sniped Melania too. Melania token followed a similar pattern to Libra, peaking at 13 billion before crashing 99% hours later. He said he is now in danger after admitting his involvement. He was surprised by Milei's decision to retract his endorsement. Hayden admits to sniping Libra. He said he doesn't believe that it's unfair that he sniped Libra on the launch. He said when they snipe, they're doing it to prevent other snipers. He's a liar. He's doing it for her. He's saying this because he got caught. And these are all clips from CoffeeZilla's thing. I highly recommend you take a look at it. Also, Trump was pulled in on this as well. Trump was pulled in on this too. Hayden says insiders made a lot of money on Trump. He claims insiders at a crypto event in Washington, D.C. were giving early access to buy the token at a $500 million market cap. This is from Gigi. Basically, this is funny over here. Dave disclosed some interesting things. So Dave Portnoy. So basically, Hayden did the interview with CoffeeZilla, and then he did one with Portnoy. So basically, Portnoy met with Hayden a week ago, who pitched the idea of creating his own coin, was aware of the Libra coin launch, and pitched to work alongside Hayden, receiving 6 million Libra tokens for marketing and interviews. Portnoy returned the tokens after he found out he couldn't publicly disclose his involvement. He couldn't disclose his role despite wanting to, and bought Libra tokens with his own money after the tweet. He lost money, but Hayden refunded him. So let's talk about this. This is a hot take right here. Okay. Oh, I got in trouble on TikTok. Ugh. They reported me for harassment on TikTok. Oh, that stinks. I'll have to deal with that later. Anyways, back to it. So basically what happened is that what's happening here is that there's a bunch of influencers, there's a bunch of KOLs. I'm not a part of this, by the way. I'm not in the cool people group. But basically what had happened is that I did what? Yes, I did. What happened to me on TikTok? I got in trouble on TikTok. What did it say? Let's see what this said. Sorry. I'm gonna get in trouble on TikTok. Okay, let's go to system notifications. I did sexual conduct on TikTok. What? No. What? This is weird. Oh, yeah, I can't talk about certain things anymore to you guys. Okay. Okay. Anyways, sorry. Back to it. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. So anyways, basically there was a bunch of people that were involved in this, and there's videos of other influencers, streamers that are like talking about, oh yeah, they're going to launch coins. So they got the contract addresses early, they got sent tokens, etc. It's something that happens in crypto and they didn't disclose. Dave Portnoy came out and says, hey, like, fine, I'll do it, but I have to disclose. They said no. And so he sent the tokens back, which I don't see an issue with that, as it happens all the time. Like it happens all the time. Anyways, that's what happened with that. Next, Jupiter Exchange is also involved in it too. Jupiter Exchange says that it's one of its few members learned there would be at some point a token promoted associated with milei. 2 weeks ago, directly from Keyser Ventures. No one working on Jupiter products knew the time, day, or contract in advance. So basically, there's a big group of insiders on Solana, and they knew about it. So this guy Hayden went and told a bunch of people. And then, of course, we have Tully, who is from Solana. DeFi summer was way worse. Leverage loops that created nasty house of cards. There is virtually no contagion for meme coins. So he is a co-founder of Solana Labs. The interesting thing about this was a really stupid take, and he shouldn't have said it. He shouldn't have said it any way, shape, or form. Was there bad actors in DeFi summer? Yes. Was it worse than what's happening with Solana meme coins? No. There's no contagion from meme coins. No, there is a contagion from meme coins. So I disagree with what he's saying here. I really, really disagree with it. And I don't think it's a good look. And again, get PR. Solana records 5th straight week of DEX volume decline. So it looks like a lot of the volume is going to other chains. And again, this is what happens in crypto, and that's why it's so important to be able to rotate. And that's pretty much that. So overall, this stream was really kind of dedicated to what was happening on Solana. And again, you guys, I want to be very clear. This is not a Solana problem. This is a bad actor problem. I think Tully, one of the folks over at Solana Labs, shouldn't have came out and said that, because it's not an Ethereum versus Solana thing. There's bad actors on both. The issue is right now Solana is the main character, so there's a lot more things being exposed. And this guy Hayden, like Jupiter Exchange and his venture firm, and some of these these influencers, insiders, all these people are friends, and they're all related, and they're all passing insider information back and forth, and that's illegal. Like the fact that Jupiter Exchange and all these other ventures, that they don't have NDAs put in place, and that they aren't protecting this sensitive information and doing things the right way, is very problematic. Very, very problematic. So again, insider trading is illegal. Market manipulation is illegal. You can't do those things. And it's a very clear, very, very, very clear, it's very, very, very clear that what you can and can't do. So with that being said, I want to remind you guys that something happened. I want to remind you guys, there's always someone that has more information than you, and it's not necessarily people doing insider trading, but just having tools. Meme coins are very volatile, very risky right now. A lot of the meme coins, they're merging over from Solana to BNB, and they'll probably come back to Ethereum as well, because you can launch all this on any chain. And also they've got XRP meme coins, etc. And with that being said, it might be better for some of you just to dollar cost average into solid projects that you've done your due diligence on. There's a tab on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko, and it basically shows you all of the projects that are made in the USA. And that might be a good place for some of you to start. As always, you probably should read the Bitcoin white paper and start from there. Another thing that I do want to say is that I do work with a licensed financial advisor, Dame.io. If there's somebody that you are interested in hiring, they create IRAs and 401ks and custom crypto portfolios for you guys. I highly recommend you contact them. It's your personal opinion, or it's your business if you want to do it or not. I don't care what you do. But again, they're licensed financial advisors. I can't help you with that, but probably stay away from meme coins. Or if meme coins are exciting for you, then maybe paper trade until you can figure out how to do it. So I don't know. That's just kind of my take on things. I'm very disappointed in this industry, but at the same time, it's not a Solana problem. It's a bad actor problem. And at the same time, you can simply opt out, and you don't have to participate in any of this crap. And by the way, SQUIDGROW, our native DEX, our utility silent swap, you can use us on Base and BNB, and we offer private transactions. You save 10% with my ref link down below, and I don't make any money from it because I work for them. But again, they're a partner of the channel. So if you're interested in participating in meme coin season, using Silent Swap, great for you. If not, that's fine too. I don't really care what you guys do. I just want you to make educated decisions and don't just ape into things, and also take accountability for your own actions. But yeah, that's it for the show today. We are going to get going, and I will catch you guys later on. I'm going to drop a video. We didn't talk about any of the other crypto news that happened. I'll catch you guys updated at 3 p.m. PST. Thank you so much for watching.